It is day 4. I didn't get to say goodnight properly, just because it was so busy. We were all cramped into one little tiny room, about 20 people. But it was good. Got some. There was a restaurant here, so I got some nice food and had a beer or two, and then kind of went to sleep at about 9:30. So it's about 7 in the morning now. About to head off. Today's trip takes us from Roncesvalles to Zubiri, and a little bit of an easier trek than yesterday, but it's about 22 kilometers, but a lot of it is through flat woodland, which is nice, and there's 3 or 4 little towns along the way. So again, with the early stages, the people I've met here are all very nice. There's a kind of little group, and we're all going to trek off together, and I think everyone has different plans. People are going to take rest days and different stops, but I think for the first couple of days, if you can meet some nice people, it's not a bad idea to just find your feet by walking a little bit with some other pilgrims. It doesn't mean that you're conversing the whole time or anything like that, but it's if you feel like having a conversation, you can. Otherwise, you're just looking around and there's people there for a bit of moral support if it's getting tough. So this is Roncesvalles to Zubiri. So I've started walking with my little group of friends, Kate, Ollie and Enrico, and we named our group the Fantastic Four, but I misheard Oliver and thought he said the Pathetic Four, so we said we can be both depending on how the day goes. And also, out of interest, is the first sign that I've seen telling us how far we have to go to make Santiago de Compostela. Oliver was hoping that it said 22.1 kilometers. That's what he kept saying. Yesterday would take us. No. But okay, hang on. Let me just get closer to this now. Santiago de Compostela, 790.
3 days.
3 days. Plus 30, and we'll be there. Oh. Sorry about that. So we've arrived in our first stop, which is Orit or Boguet. I think they have, I could be wrong, but I think they do in this part of the world, the Basque and the Spanish place names. So first 3 kilometers done. Fairly straightforward, nice and flat, so in for a bit of breakfast. Now just walking through the town of Boguet after breakfast. Beautiful little quiet Spanish town. And yeah. So, about the same distance, another 3 or 4 kilometers until the next town, and we stopped up at the supermercado for lunch, so maybe we'll stop there for some lunch, but yeah, get a sense of the real Spain, really nice. I've just entered the next little village along the way, Espinal, I think it's pronounced. Very kind of quiet, traditional Spanish village. So I'm just going to take 5 here before cracking on. But yeah, turned into a lovely day, so no reason not to do the Camino at this time of year.
More high than that.
Have been joined by more peregrinos, and so it's nice. We're all just crossing across Navarra, the region of Navarra in Spain, together. We've got a couple of people from Mexico, so we were talking about the San Patricios, and yeah, so today is much more easy, pleasant stroll than day one. And I think the body's starting to warm up a little bit. The little aches and pains in the legs are starting to disappear. So hopefully that continues throughout the day. It's a really beautiful, very peaceful walk. And the thing about even when you're walking alongside people, you can kind of go for an hour or two, without conversing. You can just kind of get into your own head and just keep plowing forward. But God, the weather is like this today. So we have about 2 kilometers to go until the next town, and that's where we're going to stop for lunch. Look, Zona de Perros, dogs. So if I get attacked by a wild dog, I'm going to throw Oliver and Igor, the German and the Russian, in front of them, if I can. This is pretty cool walking over this, so let's do it. A little bit embarrassing there. I'm not Bear Grylls with my heavy bag and my sticks and my balance. I had to stop recording in case my camera fell in. You'll be glad to know I made it to the other side. So on we go. Just entering the Spanish town of Vizcaret, or I assume it's pronounced Vizcaret. That old Spanish VB thing. Yeah. So we're going to stop here for lunch, I think, find a nice spot and crack open the bread rolls. God bless us. Hey! See, everyone already knows Oliver's a superstar on my vlog now, but you've met Kate, you haven't met Igor. He's from Moscow, and he is the guy to go to if you want wine or some really nice food. That's not a backpack, that's a fridge stocked up with the best of Spanish meats and cheeses and everything else. Just stopped for a spot of lunch here now. Little glasses of un vino tinto and some rolls and stuff. Also, good chance.
You don't eat dinner?
To get the boots and socks off. Bit of cream on the feet, make sure they're blister free. Give them a bit of air to breathe, and just enjoy the sunshine here in the north of Spain. Vamos. That's Kate, a German firefighter extraordinaire. Igor's going over there to try and cook something. Igor's going to bake the deer that he caught and hunted earlier on for us.
No food! No drink!
That's the crack on the Camino, huh? Okay, we'll take...
Last time Brazil and Italy took penalties?
No. Ended that badly.
Okay, just look, this is like Conor McGregor against Jose Aldo, okay? It's gonna 13 seconds, but
No, this is gonna be a little bit more Neymar. Joaquin.
Brasil, decime que se siente. I should explain the little Igor thing. He's this big Russian guy. And anytime he sees people in the albergues or whatever, he's like, our lunch, come sit, have food and drink. And he has a backpack. It's become a running joke now, just full of food, the best wine, producing olive oil at lunch, and salads and meats and all that. So I was making a joke that it's not a backpack, it's a fridge he has, and that he was ahead of us in the forest, you know, out hunting for deer for our dinner. But he's a good lad. Into the last 5 and a bit kilometers to go until we reach Zubiri. As you see, I've gone for a little costume change. That's why I bought these hiking trousers that can turn into shorts, because I was absolutely sweating. It's like it's like a summer's day here in Ireland, or there in Ireland, here in Spain. So nice to be able to change. Lovely little pathway ahead of us here, as you can see, and there's a big gang of us who've all continued to walk on the same path together. So it's nice, different chats with different people, and they're all very pleasant. It's, if the weather was like this every day, as Kate was just saying, then I think we could do it quite easily. But let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. 2 days in. Okay, I'll speak to you when we get to Zubiri. All you need is love. Do.
All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need.
Not far from Zubiri now, so a long day but a good day, and feel the body getting used to it a little bit. And yeah, it's funny just getting away from kind of everything for even now only, you know, a day and a half, 2 days. Kind of starts to open you up a little bit, but you know, so each day has its little highs and lows. That's the way it goes here on the Camino. Whoop. Behind me is Zubiri. So about 10 minutes and we're there. Yay.